Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another episode of the Sesh Grand Prix podcast. I'm your host, Braveheart, here, as always, my best friend, my co-host, my partner in crime, Taylor Surreal. And dude, Russian Grand Prix. Cue the national anthem. I thought this one was supposed to be boring. We've been lied to. F1 community, you have lied to us. Us new fans. You've told us this was going to be boring, and it wasn't. You almost gave me a heart attack before a festival set because you lied to me. I'm driving to Lost Lands, getting ready to play. And it's like gripping the steering wheel, hoping Lando doesn't lose. Only to
Unreal.
Only to then experience heartbreak and then have to go do work. Yeah, not a. It was a very bittersweet day Sunday. It was like,
yeah,
the Lando craziness, then Lost Lands, then the Browns kicked the crap out of the Bears. Like, basically after Lando lost, everything was good. So Lando, I thank you for sacrificing your win for my general happiness. But yeah, let's go over the results. I don't want to have to say this out loud. Oh, pardon me. The results unofficially brought to you by Red Bull because fuck Mercedes.
Yes, sir.
And in P1, we have the LHT 1000. P2, from P20, Max Verstappen. Like, is it Mad Max or is it Magic Max now? Because, like, that, going from P20 to P2 is worthy of a Hagrid, you're a wizard, Harry meme. It's fucking insane.
He's got a letter in the mail from Hogwarts as we speak. Like, what the F is going on? I don't think I've seen I mean, I know we're new, but I can't recall anybody driving like that ever. Like, what the F?
Well, that's okay. According to Autosport's Instagram, I think it was like the only other person to do it was Seb, and he did it like while he was still racing for Ferrari in Japan. It's Japanese Grand Prix.
That speaks for itself. There's only been one other person ever to do something like that.
Yeah.
Yet all the news, all the talk is all about Lando, doing what he did. Nobody's talking about Magic Max doing the unthinkable. Like, what in the world? I know for a fact, well, maybe not, but you might have been sweating bullets at some point, knowing that I picked Max in first place, even though he did take the engine replacement penalty and started at the back. Like you predicted, that was 100% correct.
Like, we'll get to that in a minute, but like...
Unreal.
Yeah. So yeah, Carlos Sainz, P3, back on the podium again. I think this is his first one since Monaco?
Not bad. I applaud him.
Danny Rick, P4. Not bad.
Well, no, actually not a fist pump. I'm angry about that.
Yeah, because you're mad that he didn't finish in 5th.
I was like, slow down, dog, slow down.
And we got Valtteri in P5, rounding out the top 5. I'm not gonna lie, I thought Valtteri was gonna have a little bit more impact on the weekend.
Same. After I saw him just let Max pass him by at like 15th, 13th, something in the back, I was like, what is going on here?
It's another Scarface from Half Baked. Fuck you, fuck you, fuck you. You're cool. Fuck you, I'm out. Like, it's like, Toto, you gonna talk shit? All right. I'll just let him through them. Like, I don't know. I feel like that's what it is. If I were in Valtteri's shoes, that's what it would be. Only I wouldn't have held him up for 6 laps. I just would have let him go. And then just literally held my arm out of the car with my middle finger up. Like, do something. Yeah, so, and we have Lando Norris with a small consolation prize at the fastest lap with a 1:37.423. I don't know when he got that, but, like, it's like, yeah, good job, but, oh boy, you should have come in for inters. You should have come, like...
Unreal.
But
he's like, no!
Yeah.
Screaming in the microphone.
We have many years of seasoning that have been added since we were Lando's age. I'm not gonna, I'm not gonna put us both on blast like that and broadcast our age to the public. But yeah, dude, when we were 21, like we would not have. I don't know if I would have been able to respond in the same way that Lando did when I was 21.
Well, and he's on the track. Everybody else is in the pits or in wherever, and they're. I don't know. He saw trickling. He thought he had enough to finish it, but then it all came just pouring down, and that's when he realized he made a mistake and the zero grip. You know what I mean? So.
I also want to point out this one was not our fault. I did no rain dancing this weekend.
Me either.
So
my pajamas were the right side out. Y'all can't blame us. I don't see you in the comments blaming them.
That is true. All right, so let's move on to it. The Predictors Championship recap for this week. Taylor has picked up 5 points, taking his total to 137. And I have earned myself the Golden Cock Award by dropping a big old fucking goose egg. I stay still firmly in first place with 184 points. But like I swear to fucking God, Max, if you have to take another engine penalty, I don't know what I'm gonna do, but it's not gonna be good. Not happy.
Where did you have Max?
I have Max in P4.
Which still, even though with your knowing, your prediction of him taking the penalty and starting in the rear, you still had him up in P4, which is phenomenal. But he blew everybody away.
It was like, yeah, my prediction was a ballsy call. But it was like, I felt like there was reason to believe that Max was gonna, like, if not mount a serious charge to try and take the win, at the very least, he was gonna get into the top 5.
Very much like Lewis, I don't love saying this, but Max drives the tits off of that car. I didn't think he would get that high. I mean, because I was expecting him, finishing on pole. But even then,
like, he came from... Technically, he started the race first. But then ended up in last because he had to pit for... He had to pit for tires. Because he was on the wrong ones. And, like, everybody was changing to slicks. So they were all starting from the pit lane. It was just Lewis by himself. And so he technically started first. Yes, going from first to last to third is still very impressive, but still technically started first. All right, so these storylines coming out of this week. We got to talk about it. Everybody's talking about it. Cue the sad Lando memes. Like, dude, I don't know. Like, but I am not a huge fan of sad boy Lando. Like, his whole presence online is very much like always happy and always positive. But just to see that dude sad makes me sad.
Well, he knows. He knows he should have pitted. He made the wrong decision, which is fine. I mean, it's not fine, but it is what it is. And, yeah.
You live by the sword, you die by the sword. But it's still just...
Exactly.
And we've talked about it a little bit, but, like, Max going P20 to P2, that's fucking insane.
Absolutely insane.
It's like you think of all the other, like, legendary names. You even have to put the LHT 1000 in that category. But, like,
yes.
Schumacher, Fangio, Hunt, Lauda, Senna. So many different names that have, in one way or another, graced the sport, never accomplished that same feat. The only other person to do it is Seb.
Unbelievable.
Something in the water up there in Northern Europe.
It's just unbelievable driving. And unfortunately, sad boy Lando is getting all the news and all the publicity when they should be talking about this.
I mean, sad boy Lando is going to get them more clicks than, suck it, I'm better than you, Max.
True. But in the world of driving, anybody that's a driver sees what we're seeing. They're going to see, like, how the F did he just do what he just did?
If Bernie Eccleston was still the CEO of F1, I would probably tell you that, yes, they would be talking about Max on all the coverage right now. But because F1 is now run by a media company,
Liberty Media or something?
Yep. Liberty Media.
It's all about clicks, baby.
Well, as it is with pretty much everything else. But all right, So we have to acknowledge it, even though neither of us fucking want to. The LHT 1000 has hit 100 career Grand Prix wins. All right. Credit where credit is due. That is an incredible accomplishment. But yeah, still, fuck you. Fuck Mercedes. On to the next point. With that win, and Max coming back from the back of the field, how pissed off do you think Toto was watching Max just climb and climb and climb? It's like, and then once you see him land P2, he was just like, yo, fuck that guy. I hate him so much.
I think every hater on the planet was only watching that and was like, no, 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 no. Granted, he didn't have enough laps left to contend to first place. It was kind of impossible. But to finish second, what the F?
I'm honestly surprised how far Lando dropped.
Where did he finally finish?
P7.
7. What a heartbreak.
Yeah, that just a...
And we are low-key, I wouldn't say closet McLaren fans, but in a way, McLaren is kind of up there for us. We love Danny Rick. I love Lando.
Is an OG fucking classic.
Oh, like, delivery. They're like the, I don't want to say underdogs, but they're the guys that nobody's betting on that we tend to bet on because they are just, I love both those guys.
Well, and like Zach Brown, their CEO, he's an American dude, but like.
Does he sing country?
Not that Zach Brown.
I'm joking.
Dude, imagine if he bought into an F1 team.
Well, hell, Yo Gotti just became part owner of DC United. Anything can happen. I digress.
if we're like, if you want us to talk soccer, we could do that, but we're gonna have to start probably a new channel for that shit. But yeah. So let's move on to this week's big question, and it is a big one. It's one we've talked about before. But what is F1's beef with Long Beach?
This is coming off of the recent, I think, Acura Grand Prix, maybe it's called, that just happened this weekend.
Yep,
in
the
Long
IndyCar,
Beach.
the IndyCar race.
Yep. What's going on? If anything, this race that just happened proved to both of us. I mean, I was already pushing for it, but just out of the fact that I'm a train ride away, a metro ride away.
Yes. Taylor's explicit bias in this scenario is literally it's on the other side of town from him.
Yes.
I wanted Indianapolis because it was going to be like a 2.5 hour drive.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Very accessible.
See, accessible, I don't think is the point. Because if they wanted accessibility, they would have gone back by now. Because LA is about as accessible to those guys as any other part of the country. I was
referring to Indianapolis for you.
Oh, yeah.
Like 2 hours, boom. Of course you're going to be rooting for that. That's a nothing drive. You can get there no time. You know what I mean? Like, but you're right. Accessibility to LA because they're not going to be staying in Long Beach.
All the media, right, all the press events, all that shit's going to be happening in LA. Like
the mega wealthy are there, and the mega wealthy from all over the world are easily going to fly in or ride in on yachts or whatever. Like it's a destination spot for what you would think all of the people that are involved in F1. And now we see the track has enough space for F1 cars. It favors the new generation cars that are coming even more so. But the track has bountiful
plenty of space.
Not to mention the mega wealth that's already in the area that's absolutely going to be there. I mean, for the Long Beach race this weekend, there was just an absolute armada of Bugattis and Sennas and P1s and any hypercar you can think was there, and they let them race around the track after the race was over. Like these guys
Button
are
was there, former F1 world champion.
There we go. Not to mention high-rise apartment buildings that are lining the track. Everybody can watch from the balconies, just like in Monaco.
Yeah, it's Monaco, but with a different vibe. It's the new money Monaco, basically. Okay, yeah. Trademark that shit. New money Monaco. That see the Sesh merch store that's not up yet. Yeah, it's a merch design.
New money Monaco, and then the outline of the track.
Long Beach, California, USA.
LBC. Even though nobody in Long Beach says LBC, they all say LB. And I asked one of the locals why, and he said just because of the rap songs.
Yep. There is so much drama in the LBC. But
there you go.
It's like, yeah, it definitely seems like there's just there's some inherent bias by F1 against Long Beach, or you could call it the LA Grand Prix or some shit like that, and hold it in Long Beach and people wouldn't give a shit.
Or I wonder if the city itself has some issue with it, like they don't want it there or something. There's some kind of barrier. I don't know on what end it's on. But there's something, because the track is very doable. The money's there.
And F1, the hype is there. F1 does love a street circuit.
Exactly. And it's on the beach, right there on the beach, literally. The part of the track goes right. It's like the part of the track. I drive on it. It's one of the main roads right there by the beach. You can see the water.
Yep. There's no easy answer to this question, but like F1 and either the city of Long Beach, the city council, whoever, y'all need to work out your differences and get a race out there so Taylor and I can go.
I'm writing the letter tonight.
Fucking snail mail that shit to wherever the Liberty Media is based.
Absolutely not. I'm hand delivering.
I'm sorry, but like, I don't believe that you will, 1, leave Los Angeles, and 2, leave Los Angeles to go north of the Mason-Dixon line after the middle of the summer.
My man, I'm going to Long Beach on Wednesday.
Oh, so you're gonna handle the city council, not Liberty Media.
Oh, you're talking Liberty Media. Oh, I'm writing letters. I'm calling. I'm reporting to the BBB. I'm doing everything.
Oh man, we'll see. Hashtag New Money Monaco. Throw that shit up on Twitter if you wanna see a race in Long Beach. But yeah, so that's gonna do it for the big question. Our next race is coming up. Let's see here. October 10th, the Turkish Grand Prix. And we will be back in a little bit of time to give you guys the preview, and hopefully I will be able to get something right from a picks perspective next week. We'll see.
Man, a double goose egg is going to be just devastating.
We'll see what happens. But yep, I have been Ray Bart. He has been Taylor Surreal. If you like what we're doing, leave us a comment, subscribe to the channel. Yeah, until next time. Adios.